Language acquisition and language learning. Language acquisition refers to the process of natural assimilation. That means, in acquisition, we learn the language naturally, and whereas in language learning, the concept of language learning is linked to the traditional approach to the study of languages and today is still generally practiced in high schools worldwide, which means the language learning has got steps by which we learn step by step through process. That is a learning of a language, and acquisition is a very natural. And also, first point, learning of language can be called artificial and acquisition can be called natural. Then second point, learning can be called technical, whereas acquisition can be called personal. And third point, learning can be called priority on the written language, which means for learning we need to write the language, understand the language, learn the words specially. And for acquisition, priority is given to the spoken language, which means we need to speak the language rather than just writing. By listening to the people around us, we acquire the language. That is called acquisition of the language, for which we give importance to the spoken language. Next one, in the learning of the language, we focus on the form, that is the structure. For example, the simple present tense structure is subject, verb, and object, right? So subject, verb, object is there. But whereas in acquisition of the language, the focus is given on communication or to the meaning of the sentences that are being spoken. So communication is being given important in the acquisition of a language. So the last point is that the learning of a language can be called a conscious process, whereas the acquisition of the language can be called subconscious process. So these are the important points must be remembered, and these are the differences between the learning and acquisition of a language.